is Muhammad Osama, and you are watching USAMA TV. Today, we have an amazing guest with us. She is a business coach for female, and she also helps corporate and executive teams to achieve success in their life. None other than Rachel Letham. Let's have a look at her introduction. Rachel is a positive mindset and self-care coach based in East Sussex, but working on a global scale. She works with successful yet exhausted female online business owners, helping them transform their business to feel as good on the inside as it looks from the outside. Rachel is also launching the next stage of our group coaching mastermind to high-achieving female business owners who need to find a more gentle way to live and work outside of the hustle mode. Plus, today is the anniversary of Rachel's first book, Self-Care of the Seasons. This is the self-care book to see you through any season of life, featuring practical advice, heartfelt stories, and tips to help you bring new self-care behaviors into your life. She has also won a wonderful award named at Management Today Top 35 Women in Business Under 35 in the UK in 2015. She has also published a course named as the Vision Board course. The Vision Board course is a 5-module lifetime access video and worksheet course to take you further into how to create a vision board and take inspired action to achieve your goals. Rachel, welcome to the show. It's so great to be with you today. Let me start with this: why it is so important for any female business owner or a business owner to have a success coach in their business success.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I think it's really important to have an outside perspective. So it's about having some guidance, fresh pair of eyes, someone to be accountable to as well, particularly when you're maybe a business owner on your own. It's nice to have someone else that's on your side and supporting you. So I think it's really important to be able to reach out, to have someone to be supporting your success, because we spend a lot of time sometimes in our business, but not necessarily on our business or on ourselves and our own personal development and our own well-being. So it's really to help bring some of my own business knowledge and previous career sort of skills to help you transform your business, to grow your business in the best possible way, and to really have a difference as well as having work-life balance.
That's great. So tell us about your journey of getting started as a success coach. Why did you choose success coaching as your career?
Yeah, so my actual corporate career was in the fruit industry. I was in the produce industry for 13 years. And actually, I was on holiday in 2018 and I received an email, probably from someone I must have subscribed to their email address. But basically, the headline of that email, the subject was, "So you want to be a coach?" And I just kind of said, yes, like that is what I want to do. So I certified as a coach with Mindful Talent here in the UK, which, as the name suggests, is a very mindful approach. And then during my training, I became quite aware of myself, how little time I was spending on mindfulness, how little notion of self-care I actually had in my corporate career. And I wanted to be able to create a business that supported people with business growth as well as self-care and personal development growth. So I think I kind of went on my own personal development journey first, and then realized what was important, what was working, what wasn't working, to be able to create this toolkit of kind of self-care strategies and business strategies to help people grow their business in a really mindful way.
Amazing. So first you worked on your self-development, and you just, how much experience someone should definitely have to start coaching? Like if I am a new person and I'm just getting started with my career, I would say I'm just 26 and I don't know too much stuff about business and all the stuff. I have not a lot of experience. So does coaching requires a lot of experience and background knowledge about any business or helping businesses?
Not necessarily. I think it depends on the niche that you want to be working on, but also it depends on the coaching qualification and the coaching course that you take. So there's so many different options out there, and it's really about how you want to be working and the kind of area that you want to work in. But for example, I built up my own kind of self-care and personal development expertise and strategies from what worked for me, what didn't work for me, and what I've experienced on my journey. So I probably had 4 or 5 years of my own personal development journey before really becoming a coach and launching my business. But I bring my kind of previous experiences and my previous corporate career into that as well. So I think people can bring their own experience in, but also there's a lot of learning and their own development that they can take place. So you don't have to have a huge range of experience to become a coach, but I think it's working out what your niche is and who you want to serve and how you want to serve them.
Amazing. So I can be hopeful to become a coach someday, right? So anyone from our audience as well. So this is a wonderful, I think, field where you actually help a lot of people creating impact and becoming successful and making their business a success story. A wonderful feeling. How does it feel when you actually help your students to become successful in achieving their business goals?
So I actually have, like, on my desk, I have a sort of a quote that says, I want to inspire people and I want them to say, because of you, I didn't give up. And that really is how I feel. Like, I want to make people experience a difference in their life, to experience and achieve their goals. And it really lights me up and inspires me because I can see the change that's happening in other people. So I really like helping people get clear on their goals, get clear on their vision and what they want life to look like, and then really tap into the energy of that. And I bring my own energy into supporting them with that business and that journey.
You do it so magnificently. I completely love it. And you know what? For example, if I have a couple of goals in my life, okay, I have my health goals, I have my business goals, I have my relationship goals, I have my family goals. Do you know a standard process of achieving a success in any goal in life? Can you please share with us?
So I think it's about getting really clear on what that goal is, and sometimes what that goal isn't, and really leaning into why do you want to achieve that goal? What is the why behind it? Because the why is what drives us. The why is what's going to keep us going when the going gets tough. And so this is why I help people really create a vision. What does that goal not just look like? What does it feel like? Trying to get into the energy of how are you going to feel when you achieve that goal? What is it going to mean to you? And really understand, what is life going to look like for you? So it's really trying to get emotionally attached to that goal, because you're more likely to then achieve it. And then what we do is we break that goal down into tiny manageable steps so that it doesn't seem too overwhelming, so it doesn't seem like it's unachievable. So tiny milestones to be able to achieve that goal and to keep the momentum, to keep that energy going as you're on your way to achieving those goals.
Wonderful. It's almost like eating a big elephant and dividing it to the pieces and eat piece by piece the complete elephant, I would say. Amazing. So what are the 3 best tips that our other listeners get as a cheat sheet right now and implement to achieve their business goals in their life?
So I think it's tapping back into, really asking yourself why. What is the motivation that you have right now? Why is it important to you? And understanding that in order to then be able to take inspired action. Because if we don't really tap into the why behind why we want to do something, we're not going to take as much action to move forward. So it's really thinking about, what does success look like? What does success feel like? What does success smell like to you? Really getting emotionally attached to that vision, leaning into your senses, getting quite mindful, and then visualizing every single day what that looks like. So I have a vision board right here on my wall, and I tap into that vision board and the different goals that are on there, and really lean into what does that mean for me? Why is it important? Because that's what keeps you going, keeps you with the direction and focus. So, SMART goals are really good, but what you want to do is create a vision that you can tap into on a daily basis to really make some strong progress. So I think that's one of the key things when trying to create an element of success around that. And the other side of things is really who can support you in that. So Who do you have surrounding you in your network that can help you achieve those goals? And that could be in a big way, in a small way. It could be someone that's going to connect you to someone else, or someone that's going to connect you to the right person to support your business. But don't necessarily think you have to do it alone. Create a support system around you, because you're stronger with a tribe to help you progress. And then finally, probably my last tip is to work out how you're going to celebrate when you've got there, because that's what's important, is to keep your mind focused on that end goal. What's the celebration? How are you going to get there? How are you going to celebrate? Because you want to lean into that energy of feeling like you've already achieved it.
Rachel, that's amazing. Can you please tell us what does it take to be an actual success coach for people?
So I kind of like to see it as being the kind of co-pilot on your journey. So the business owner is the person that is driving their business, they're driving their success, and I'm sort of sat there in the car next to you, helping you work out what route we're going to take to get there, and help you work out the pathways, the tiny steps, the goals, and also what do you need? What do you need along the way? Do you need some productivity tools? Do you need a virtual assistant? Who do you need to help you achieve that success? So as a success coach, I'm there to be on that journey with you, to help guide you, and also to help challenge you. So I ask a lot of powerful questions to get you thinking in a different way, to be able to move you forward to achieving their goals. So as a success coach, that's what I'm there to do, is to kind of challenge you, but also to cheerlead you, to help support you in that progress, and to help you move forward in a really powerful way, with a sense of accountability as well, of, you know, having to do the work in between sessions, so that when we come back together, we can keep working on building that success together.
Amazing. So you actually know the whole process, and you just keep on track with your students and the people you are working with and the business owners, and you are there whenever they need something new in your business. For example, if I cannot figure out, I have too much to do, and you help them, you are actually monitoring the whole progress, and you know they need a website developer, or they need a virtual assistant, or they need a marketing guy to actually keep it moving and moving towards success. Amazing. So Rachel, tell us one of the best success stories that you have created, or maybe your students have created so far.
The one that I've been sharing quite a lot recently is one of my clients, Brenna, who she did my vision board course. So vision board is all about creating a powerful way to really tap into your goals and resonate with it and keep focus. And so she uses her vision board and has had so much success from it, purely by really getting into the goal, why it's important to her, and how she can visualize every single day tapping into that. So she has grown her business. She has seen her husband qualify as a firefighter, and literally the image that's on her vision board come to reality. She has taken like small incremental steps to achieve those goals throughout the year, but she's been very clear on that growth plan and how she wants to make it work, particularly during a year of, you know, pandemic kind of crisis. So it's seeing people transform their business, whilst also making sure that their own well-being is a success. And so a lot of my clients are like Brenna. They are creating and setting themselves some quite high-level goals, and then we're working on what is the steps to get there, what is the process to get there. So, you know, she has had great success. She's now shifting her business into a slightly different format, but she's used her vision board to get really clear on her goals and to keep her focused on the way forward and how to achieve them.
Amazing. So a vision board can actually help you to clear your vision and move the way along. Rachel, what is the single most failure that you recall from your professional life, and what was the lesson learned, and how did you recover from
it? So this is another story that I share occasionally on social media, of how I once lost £40,000 in 5 minutes in my business. So not in my personal business. This is in my corporate career. So I used to be a buyer of berries to supply to UK retailers. And basically what happens is, on the Dutch, the way that you buy strawberries from Holland is through a kind of auction system. And basically I wanted to pay a certain price. The prices went crazy, and I effectively lost for my business £40,000 worth of profit in 5 minutes by making a mistake, by not communicating properly, and by not making quick enough decisions. And at the time, I just thought, that was the end of the world. I wanted the whole world to sort of just suck me up and for me to disappear. But actually, what I learned from that is that was one mistake, that nobody else is talking about it 10 years later. It doesn't matter. It's been forgotten. There's been a lot of other successes since then, that it's not always the end of the world. And to kind of take from that, what was the learning? What can we take from that afterwards to realize, what can we do differently in the future? How can that look different? So then I use that kind of those skills within my coaching to ask the right questions, to make sure that before we're making any big decisions, we've thought things through, that the processes make sense. And so I think for me, what I've learned from that is, don't worry about making mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Things will get better, different things will happen. And over time, you've got to celebrate the successes, think about the failures and learn from them, but not let them hold you back, not let them affect your mindset.
So keep moving and keep learning. No matter what happens, the world is not finishing there, and the world will continue. Definitely, you remember from this, the world is not finishing. I had once, I had a competition in English debate in our province. And my English debate coach, he just called me at like 7 p.m. He said, okay, come to my place. I want to have you get prepared for the debate tomorrow. And we did all the practices. He improved my pronunciations, speaking styles, and all the stuff. And when I had no convince at that time, he just came here to draw me at my home. He just said me one thing: Osama, one thing, tomorrow is the day. Either you're gonna win the competition, either you're gonna lose the competition. Both situations can happen because the other participants have also prepared very well. So the thing is, you should always remember, there should be nothing that is going to be changed. Everything is going to be the same. If you win, that's wonderful. That's incredible. That's your hard work. It paid you off and you earn the reputation and all the stuff. If you lose, then everybody is still same. You are still actually the competitor. You have done all the work. It doesn't matter you win or lose. It's always about how hard you try and how hard you actually work on something to achieve your goal in your life. So it just reminds me that that's incredible.
It's all part of the journey.
Yeah, definitely. So Rachel, tell us how you actually work with your students and a little bit more about your programs, like how someone can get to work with you if they want to.
Yeah, so I work one-to-one with clients. We have a 3-month coaching package, and we work for 6 sessions to work out, what their current reality is, where they are right now, where they want to be going. And then we talk about all the tools and processes and strategies to get there, to help them achieve the success they want, and also make sure that their business is looking and feeling as good on the inside as it looks on the outside. But I also have a group coaching program called Rise and Recharge, which is about helping women shift their businesses and really rise up, whilst also making sure that they're not affecting their well-being. So that's a group coaching program that has accountability, weekly Zoom meetings where we all get together. There's a Facebook group to support each other. So it's very much about community, collaboration, accountability, but also doing the work and making the changes so that they are focusing on their well-being for themselves as well as for their business.
Wonderful. It looks like you have a complete support system for anyone who is just trying to get successful, and if they can join you and become successful. So guys, if you're watching this, I would highly encourage you to go and grab the link from the comment section below and try it out. If it works for you, you can thank me later. Rachel, thank you so much for staying with us and sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of USAMA TV and our listeners. We really appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
So guys, this was our wonderful Rachel Letham. See you with another amazing guest on USAMA TV. Till then, take care and bye-bye.